Hey guys, Connor here from CrossFit. I'm back in another episode of Mobility Monday. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing a series on our front rack mobility, okay? How to make this a lot more comfortable when we're in that front rack position and how to just help get with that mobility in order to perform a really good front rack position, okay? Before I kick into it, I'll just explain what exactly I mean by a front rack position. Okay, front rack is whenever we've got the bar on our shoulders and we're doing any sort of Olympic lifting with a clean. So we're bringing the bar from, let's say, the ground to our shoulders, or we're going to go overhead with a pressing motion. If we're going to do front squats, so again, that bar is on our shoulders as we perform squats, or even lunges going forward and backwards. Okay, so anytime that bar is being held in our shoulders, in the front of our shoulders, that's our front rack position. Okay, and the key thing that we want to have is our elbows are nice and high and in line with the shoulders, as we do for front squats, cleans, the finish at clean, our front squat, or lunges. And then when we press, we're down with the elbows just in front of the bar so that we can go overhead. Okay, but quite a lot of people are limited and they find that A, the bar can't actually sit on the shoulders, so it's putting a lot of pressure on their wrist because they can't get the elbows high enough to allow the bar to rest on the shoulders, or B, they can't actually get into the position, so they're stuck kind of here. That's as far as they go, and so their arms just fatigue out during high reps of front squats or lunges. So the majority of the issue does actually stem from the lats, but quite a lot of people that I work with will say, or that I meet as well, will say that they've got a lot of issues with wrist pain during that front rack position. Okay, so I'm going to kick off the series with looking at some wrist mobility. We did touch on it last week with the wrist warm-ups. Okay, so we clasp your hands together, going over and back, side to side, making some circles into that surfer pose, going forward and back in circles. Okay, those are really good just to kind of warm up and get the wrist moving. Okay, but they're not exactly going to increase your wrist mobility. Okay, so I would still recommend doing these guys just before every session. Okay, before we do any sort of Olympic lifting, before we do any press work, front squats, okay, any sort of barbell work, we want to get our wrists nice and loose and warmed up, okay, so we're not going in cold. But the series of exercises that I'm going to take you through now all you need is just some floor space, okay, really, really simple. If you find that they're getting a little bit easy, you can add a resistance band to make the exercise a little bit harder, but for most of us, we won't need to. We can just do these at home or in the gym, okay, and all you need is some floor space. Okay, so to kick off first, we're going to go both hands down on the floor, fingers facing away from each other, spread them out slightly, okay, so we don't need to have them bunched. We're going to spread them out a little bit so that we have some more balance, okay. From here, we're going to shift our weight forward, so our shoulders are coming above our fingers, okay, keeping the elbows locked out, okay. If we find that our elbow is bending, what it's going to do is take away some of the work that the wrist is doing, okay. The elbow is going to allow us to go a little bit more forward, and it's not going to take, there's going to be nothing for the wrist to do, so we want to make sure that that elbow stays nice and locked out as we move forward, okay. So again, we're here, rocking forward and then back, okay. You just go as far forward as you can and then come back just a little bit. You don't need to come all the way back, okay, just a little bit, just so you feel that tension and release from your wrist, and then go back into it again and then back. So we're going to go forward and back 10 times. Once we've done that, we're going to then bring our fingers to face in towards us, and again rocking back and forth. Key thing is to make sure that we don't come back too far, that our palm comes off the floor, okay, so we just want to come back a little bit, back and forth. This will hit a little more of the forearm, okay, but it'll be particularly effective for right in at the bottom of the wrist, up into the forearm, okay, where people quite struggle to get that open position for the front rack. So once we've done those 10 times, we're then going to go with our fingers facing towards each other, and we're going to rock forward and back. Okay, so we're just getting that side to side motion of our wrist, and then once we've done 10, we turn our hands away from each other and we go back and forth. Okay, once you've done both hands together, you then repeat the whole thing again, but with just one hand. And what this will do is we'll use our other hand to keep the pressure on the hand so that we avoid that palm coming up off the floor. So again, you start off with your hand facing sideways, place your hand on it, and then from here you just lean into it, and you're able to get this way. You're able to get a lot more of a stretch in because you've got that hand weighing you down, so you can really lean into it. And go back. Go back. Okay, same again. Even if you go here, you can press into it and pull. From here, pin it down. And then from here, just switch your hands underneath each other and pull. Okay, so you'll do, it's 10 reps on everything that we do, and even when you go to the single hand and stuff, it's 10 reps again. Once you've finished all that, okay, you might find your wrists are a little bit sore, a little bit stiff. You'll just repeat again those exercises. So clasping your hands together and your elbows together, you can go over and back on top of one another for 10 reps, forward and back for 10 reps, circles one way, circles the other. You can also do like that wave motion, okay, so this get the wrists moving and the fingers. Then you can split your hands, make a Y shape or that surfer hand position, and then again you're just going to do some circles going forward and back, up and down, okay. Then you can just kind of push your wrists, give them a little shake out to finish, and then you're good to go. Okay, so that should take away some of that pressure from having the bar on our wrists. Okay, we'll continue on next week to take a look at our forearm, biceps, and triceps, and then in the next couple of videos after we've done the forearms, biceps, triceps, we'll take a good few weeks to look at the lats, because that is going to be the biggest factor in preventing us from getting that decent front rack mobility position. Thanks guys, we'll see you next week.